Hello YouTube world, pretend farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. We have a chicken that's kind of crippled up and we need to go ahead and assess the situation. Let's go ahead and take a look. There she is, kind of sandwiched back in behind the door. And the reason why she's doing that is because she's trying to hide from the other chickens. See, chickens are kind of jerks. Whenever one of them gets injured or wounded or something like that, the other ones will start picking on it till basically they kill it. And ultimately they'll end up cannibalizing and eating that chicken because chickens are just like that. So this chicken, I'm sure by now the others have figured out something's not right. And they have started really harassing and bullying this chicken. And she's trying to hide and get away from them. You can see there her mouth's open. She's panting. Probably hasn't had anything to drink all day, thirsty. We're going to check out this chicken's feet for any kind of things that look like it could be bumblefoot or infection. Feet look perfectly healthy. I don't see any kind of damage, like bite marks or anything, feathers missing. Something that would lead me to believe that this chicken was attacked and is wounded from something like that. However, she clearly is having a lot of trouble with her one leg, putting any kind of weight on it, walking on it. The reality is this is something that will either get better or it won't. But for sure, if we leave her in the coop with the others, it will not get better. So what we need to do, and what you need to do if you have a chicken that's hurt like this, you need to isolate the chicken from the rest of the flock if you even want to give them a chance of healing. So we're going to give her food, water, and a quiet place where she can relax without being harassed. So right now we have this bird in the kitchen, and obviously she cannot stay here in the kitchen, but you can tell she was pretty thirsty and dehydrated. But really what you need to do is just find a place that you can isolate the chicken. She doesn't have to worry about the roosters jumping on her. She doesn't have to worry about the hens pecking on her. She can focus on eating, rehydrating, and resting her bad leg. And hopefully, if it's just a sprain or like maybe a minor fracture or something, it will heal and she will let us know when she's ready to go back into the flock. Okay, so there we've got her tucked away in a corner. And she's just in a tiny little plastic tote with the lid off, of course. We don't want to smother the chicken. But as you can see, I put a beach towel down in there. It's going to probably get messed up. She's got water and food sandwiched in there and just enough room for her to sit. Not a whole lot of room to move around, but we don't want her moving around right now. We want her to have everything she needs right in front of her so that she can rest that leg, not be moving around, and hopefully make a good full recovery. You can take gauze or a self-adhesive bandage like this and use it to wrap the chicken's leg to kind of help act as a brace and keep it from wanting to bend. This will encourage proper healing. So as you can see here, we're having a little recess time out on the front porch. She's got a little cast on her leg that I used off of basically a self-adhesive gauze type bandage. I just wrapped it around about 6 times to kind of stiffen it up and I guess maybe give her a little bit of help. But you can tell she's still not really comfortable walking on it. You can tell she's having some issues there. I mean, my thoughts are as long as she's eating and drinking, she's going to continue to live. And as long as she doesn't really overdo it like she's attempting to do now, well, hey, there she's kind of halfway standing. You know, I really do think she's going to make a full recovery. After about a week, I quit using the wrap on her leg. And as you can see, she's starting to get a little more comfortable putting weight on that limb. She's still unstable, but she's at least trying to kind of stand, and she can take a few steps now without falling flat on her face. After 2 weeks, it's starting to look a whole lot more promising, isn't it? Alrighty, it's a happy day. This little chicken here has tied up 3 weeks of the pretend farmer's time, and she appears to have been rehabilitated by now. She's fully recovered. And, you know, honestly, she was walking around about a week ago pretty good. I wanted to make sure I knew 100% for sure this chicken was better before I turned her back loose again. Simply because if one of the roosters would happen to hop on top of her, or maybe one of the hens would start picking on her, if she wasn't 100%, it could easily just reverse all the progress and she could end up crippled again. So I really wanted to make sure this chicken was good to go. You know, the nice thing about rehabilitating a chicken and helping nurse it back to health is you form a special bond with that chicken that you'll carry on with you throughout the rest of that chicken's life. And she's a whole lot more used to me now, a lot more friendly. So let's put her down and let her show off her brand new healed leg. Oh. This chicken's moving around good enough now that she doesn't have to worry about getting attacked or anything like that. She can peck around the yard, she can get to the food and water, and she can go up the ramp at night. Now, whether she roosts or not, I don't know if she's going to fly up on the taller roost bars anymore, just because crashing down off of those in the morning could hurt that leg. But I'm hoping she'll use some common sense there. Well, that goes to show you that you can nurse a chicken back to health if it has a fractured or broken leg. It just takes some time and patience. Just because you see a chicken limping, I'd encourage you not to put it down right away. Check it out, see if you can give it a little bit of simple TLC and maybe nurse it back to health. Doesn't always work, but in this case it did. And I'm really glad that I was able to spare this chicken. She's gonna start laying eggs soon, and hopefully she'll get to run out the rest of her natural full life course here on the Pretend Farm. Until next time, this is the Pretend Farmer, reminding you to take care of those chickens.